Welcome back to the Scrapyard after a ridiculous hiatus. I'm your host, BC.
I'm fluffing Rob.
The Savage Prime is back.
I'm Woody.
I'm Dreamer Girl.
Flaming Bees.
Briximus Prime.
And this week, we're doing the top 5 of 2024. I'm a little miffed that we didn't get to do it in December, but this just this past December was an absolute nightmare for a multitude of different reasons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back.
Guess who's back again.
And I'm going to announce a couple things right quick. First things first, for the rest of this month, every scrapyard that we are on, I am not allowed to hit anybody.
Yay.
So, yeah, that's probably why he's wearing those glasses, because he's looking forward to making this an absolute fun month. So, yeah, so there's that. And also, I don't know what's going on with the reviews right now. Me and JJ have yet to work that out. But once all that has been worked out, reviews will be coming back. That said, this is the top 5 of 2024. Give me just one moment. I'll let Rob go ahead and explain it.
So this year we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We're going to do our... I'm being interrupted by a kid. We're going to do our normal top 5 figures, and we're going to do our disappointment of the year. We're not going to do honorable mentions this year. And if you're wondering where Boss Monkey went, we're getting pizza.
Nice.
Yep.
Chicken Express. Chicken Express is good. Helen, Dreamer can agree. Chicken Express is the bomb diggity.
Starting from the bottom and working
That's debatable.
up, we are going to do...
What's wrong with Chicken Express?
Everything.
And as per usual, you're up.
Okay, so these aren't in any particular order. It's not like 5, 4, whatever. It's just 5 I picked. So I guess best place to start is the Fractured Friendship 2-pack.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh.
I originally wasn't able to get my hands on this 2-pack, and so I gave up in trying to get it. I only reviewed it a couple months ago because I had borrowed my friend's copy of the 2-pack. But just recently, this past Christmas, I got this as a Christmas present.
So is that set really recommendable, you think?
I mean, if you can find it for a decent price, but it's mostly the Optimus that's the highlight, obviously, or Orion.
Yeah.
And he's really nice. Pretty much everything that was great about the Gamer Edition figure it's based on got completely fixed, and it makes this figure absolutely amazing. If I had to critique anything, I wish he had like an opening hand or something.
I wish I was able to get my hands on that set.
Yeah, well,
The
like I
words of
said, I
peace,
only got it
I think
because
I need
it was
that.
a gift.
So that was number 5 for him. How's it going, Danny Rocha?
Well, again, these are not.
Bees,
Mine
you
are
are
not
up,
in any
number
particular
5.
order.
Wait.
It's just 5 I picked.
All right, my number 5 figure appreciation. Let's turn the lights off for effect. The remote control Godzilla X Kong, New Empire, Atomic
Godzilla.
Godzilla. I don't know how well you can see the atomic breath effect because I've got my ceiling fan going. It's blowing it away. But yeah, that was the selling point. In fact, like,
That roar sounded like a demon leaving that toy.
okay, let's. Okay, once my ceiling fan is done. Okay. Okay, good enough. Anyway, let's try and do that again. There we go. That was the selling point. When I saw this, I'm like, ooh, I think I need that. So as soon as it was back in stock on Target.com, I bought it. No regrets. I love it. It's so much fun. He roars. He moves. He walks back. Not back. He walks forward, left and right. Atomic breath effect. It's not. That's actually not steam, by the way. It's a mister kind of thing. Like it's a mist that sprays out.
Dreamer, you're number 5. What is your number 5 book for 2024?
So my number 5 book was a series, and I can show you the cover of the first one. It was called Death and Wedding Cakes. There are 5, like 6 other books, and obviously Shock of the World. It's a mystery book, but it was a cozy mystery, which I know that Rob enjoys those.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just really, really nice short reads, and they had very good plot lines, all dealing with food.
Mm.
I like food.
So that was my number 5. And it
So,
was a whole series.
so we will be skipping Woody for now.
Wah, wah.
So next up is the Savage. Wait, hang on, hold on. Wait, guys. Wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I remember. Dance Monkey.
It's always a fucking bit with you, isn't it?
Welcome back, you son of a bitch.
Anyway, before I was really interrupted to do a retroactive bit from last year by Rock. I think my number 5 choice is gonna have to be. Yeah, I'm gonna say Perceptor.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh,
Is that
is that
the?
the Reveal the Shield one?
Yeah,
Nice.
Okay.
I used to have that figure. No, I liked it.
I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just I don't know, something about it is like. This is like the first time I'm really even picking him up because there's still dust all over him.
It almost looks like a Transformers Energon figure. It's just the lower.
So we're gonna be on us for a little bit. All right, Rabuko, you're number 5. All right.
Ooh, what kind of pizza is that?
Check it out right now.
Okay. So my number 5 figure, I'm gonna have to go with Legacy Animated Prime plus the upgrade kit.
Yes.
I only own the original Animated Prime through this person. And when I first saw the upgrade kit for this, I'm like, yes. And after handling this, I'm looking forward to the Motormaster one.
Would the Optimus Prime be in top 5 if it didn't have the DNA upgrade kit, or?
Probably not.
No, probably not.
I mean, it's a great figure on its own, but is it something to write home about?
No,
Not really. It's by no means a bad figure, though.
No. It just with the upgrade kit, it makes it even better.
Yes.
So my turn.
I actually
My
really
number
like how they did
5?
the Motormaster.
My number 5 is one that I'm pretty sure, like, it's the only one that's on this list that has nothing to do with Transformers. And it also has given me the right to say, you motherfucker, Bees, you found a way. You fucking found a way. My number 5 is Spider-Man versus Vulture Marvel Legends 90s Spider-Man. Such a wonderful figure.
I mean, I did briefly get you into Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures, but what happened then? You weren't feeling it? Didn't get
Life.
A lot. We'll just say that. A lot. All right, number 4. We're going to just move right on into it. Number 4. Bricks, you're up.
Okay, funny enough, this is also the only item on my list that isn't a Transformer. It's the San Diego Comic-Con Marvel Legends Death's Head.
Ooh.
impressive figure, yes?
Yes.
I hate you, Bees.
I would like to.
Yeah, like I said, it's
Yeah.
not Transformer, but I did buy it for Transformers reasons.
It's funny fact or fun fact. Death's Head has appeared not just in Transformers but also Marvel, even Doctor Who at one point in the comics, I believe. Anyway, let me take a peek.
Number 4, Bees. Let's go.
All right, my number 4 goes to the original Transformers Energon Leader Class, Megatron. I bought this pretty much like I want to say it was like after my first full paycheck during training for my job. I've been eyeballing this figure like on eBay. I was like, ooh, I love that design. This is what like I've always been vocal about how much I dislike the designs for a lot of the characters in Transformers Energon. This is one of the few designs I actually really, really love. And so, yeah, this thing is so fun. It is not so different from its core class figure in terms of transformation, just a few extra steps. And God, he is fun. I love him. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he would have been higher up on his list, on the list, if this copy. I'm basing it purely on the copy that I have. I don't know if that's fair, but the electronics do not work. I put fresh batteries in it, and they just and the missile is missing. Which, yeah, and yeah, it's still an amazing figure though.
All right, Dreamer, number 4. What is your number 4 book for 2024?
Okay, so my number 4 book is another series, Shock About Murder, a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. It was a trilogy. It was fantastic. It was very hard to pick a top 5, but I would say it was number 4. And I guess we're skipping Woody again.
Dreamer with the number.
Skipping the Brit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Dreamer with the number of murder.
Team North Devil?
You worry us.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You admitted to us that like you read all these books and I've learned ways,
God, let him talk.
ways to get away with murder.
Bees.
My fault.
Anyway, number 4 pick for me, G2 Jazz. I've been finding myself enjoying transforming him quite a bit, and I recall when I first got him that it was so painstakingly easy. I feel like it would have missed the door like Alan would have, or should have, I should say.
That was mean.
I love it.
Approved, but mean.
Well, I mean, he's called Savage for a reason. I mean,
Okay.
All right, number 4. What's it going to be, Robuco?
Okay. Number 4 is going to go to probably my favorite model kit of the year. Because I like me a challenge when it comes to model kits. The MGEX Strike Freedom.
Ooh.
Holy hell in a handbasket. This was definitely a challenge to build, but looking at it, so worth it.
Worth every second.
I mean, he does look like. I mean, he's definitely got a lot going on. design wise, and I can see why it's a challenge, but still, even though I stick strictly with Mobile Suit Gundam wing kits, I gotta admit that looks dope. Like if someone were to gift me that kit, I wouldn't say no to it. You know.
I mean, it does look similar to some of those wing Gundams because it has wings on it.
Maybe a little too many wings. I mean, geez.
All right.
Oh, great.
Number 4 for BC. So, the top 5 was a bit of a struggle for me this year, entirely because we got so many good toys this year. Like, there was really hardly any that were really considered bad, which before we do our number 1 for the year, we got to go into that one disappointment. You want me to do the second one? Yes, please. So, that said, it's no surprise. Well, okay, for most, this might come as a surprise. But if you've seen my channel, you already know that there was no way in hell Party Wallet wasn't ending up in here. My number 4 is Transformers Collaborative Series Party Wallet.
Very
This
nice.
thing, you literally get 7 toys in one with this. And it's $50. At $50, you get 7 different things out of this.
7.
That's a package deal. Transformation, truck, 4 turtles.
Oh.
And this will probably blow your mind. That's the first collaborative figure I went out of my way to get, too.
Yep.
And I
He's
bought.
a banger, man. He's
I
a
originally-
banger. And
I like to-
like, now, before we go into anything else, let's go ahead and highlight some of Ink stuff because he's been posting in here. Number 5, Core Class Bumblebee Starscream, my new favorite Core Class figure of all time. Fun transformation. In a robot mode that proportionally looks awesome. Awesome on you, Ink. And number 4, WFC Netflix Deep Cover.
Whoa.
Found him at a flea market for $25. Really mad at myself for skipping out on the original Seed Sideswipe mold because the figure is great. Now I want the other repaints. It's always that one that gets you. All right. Number 3.
Oh, hi. My number 3 is Titan Class Tidal Wave. And special shout outs to the miniature Dark Fleet that he comes with.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Anyways, so go ahead.
Please don't make him hit people. He's going to take it out on me.
I'm not allowed to hit people for a whole month. B, you're up.
All right, my number 3 figure of the year goes to Beast Wars II, Lyle Convoy.
Yeah!
Boo! I'm just kidding.
Oh, be careful. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure BC at that point.
Let me at him. Let me
I'm
at him.
just kidding. It's a fantastic toy.
Okay, yeah, I think BC's gonna hold that against you until the month of January is over. Anyway, can I get the floor again, please?
No. I'm just kidding. Yeah, just give him the floor.
Anyway, yeah, BC has always sung praises for this figure, and so when I managed to find this figure for a pretty darn good price, and granted he was missing all 6 missiles. Fortunately, I was able to find all 6 of them in a separate like Mercari or eBay listing. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. Even though I never played with this as a kid, messing around with this as an adult, it brought me back to that time period where Beast Wars, like, for the familiarity of the feel of Beast Wars toys. It is, golly, the the paint apps, like the nice metallic blue on the head. Oh my gosh, this thing is pure sex.
That's not how I would describe it, but okay.
All right, Dreamer, number 3, book of 2024. What is it?
Okay, so my book number 3 of 2024 was Nora Roberts' Inheritance. It was basically, it's mystery, it's romance, it's comedy, it's drama, it's all of the genres thrown into one. So see, I don't just read one thing.
It's so sucking. And we're skipping Woody again. Seven!
Yeah, Woody, we're skipping you.
Yeah, Brit. Anyway, for my third, this is number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3.
It's a number 3, yes. Your number
my
3
number
pick. What's it
three-
going to be? What's it going to be?
3, my lord.
It's what? Yeah, okay. For my number 3, the one thing that kept me alive in the spectrum of the Transformer lines.
Rock.
Man, that thing rocks.
We will rock you.
Taking advantage of the challenge.
Rock.
Man, this is a rock solid list so far. That was a good head slap.
Dreamer, I hope you're keeping track of the many times people choose to dig their grave.
I've been keeping count for you, BC.
Thank you very much, my dear. All right, number 3. What's it gonna be? Number 3.
Number 3 is going to be going to probably my favorite studio series figure of the year. And the only way I can say it, I am Megatron.
Ooh.
The concept movie Megatron. And if you're wondering what he's holding, Dr. Wu's Dark Star Saber. Because why the fuck not?
I mean, if it's a thing you can do, why not do it?
All right, number 3 for BC. So we all know that how I feel about Titans as a whole. I feel like they can be a bit overly big, but they can have some really awesome features to them. So explain why this big bastard is so fun. My number 3 is Titan Class Tidal Wave. Big, hefty, loads of fun, sturdy. I could throw this at a human child and it would take them out. It's glorious. I would use Robin as an example, but unfortunately I can't due to obligations.
Due to legal reasons, I cannot.
Jokes aside, I really love this Tidal Wave figure. He's so awesome. Oh my lord. I to this day I still have fun playing with it. So
What were you
Yeah,
pissed at me for?
you and I literally shared a number 3.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? It just means great minds
it-
think
it-
alike.
Literally in 2023, hold on. Give me a second. In 2023, me and Savage had basically word for word the same slots, including for number 1.
The bit is that he's mad that he wasn't the only one.
So, anyways, Inc. Number 3, Studio Series Voyager Class Bumblebee Shockwave. Pretty controversial figure since it lacks biceps. But it doesn't bother me. Better purple and better tank. The core class walked so the Voyager can run. But it was a
that's
blunt.
how- that's a good way to describe it.
My man's is just straight calling me out.
I mean, somebody, he's not lying.
And hey, you're giving me ideas.
Give us your number 2.
There's no better way to describe it.
That's a dangerous sentence to say.
Megatron.
Ooh.
Megatron!
Yeah, I
rather
genuinely
use my
think
foot
this
to
was
do that.
probably my second favorite toy of the whole year.
Hello, Justin Yates. All right, Bees. Number 2. Number
Okay.
2.
Okay, my number 2 figure of the year is the Transformers Ninja Turtles collaborative Party Wallop. And okay, this reaches this is in number 2. This is so high on the list, but not quite number 1 because gosh, all the things like BC said. Like you can do what would you say, 6 or 7 things you can do with this figure?
7.
Yeah. And I originally bought not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 initially, then eventually 5 of these figures because I wanted representations of each turtle. And I was like, you know what? Since it's $28, let's grab a 5th one. Why not? So this was on sale, and I grabbed this, and I have this in the default configuration, and I put repro labels on him. There, he's got repro labels, and I bought like 4 other sets of the repro label set for the other turtles, and I still need to get around to finishing touching them up.
Number 3. What's it gonna be?
You mean number 2?
Oh, number 2. Sorry.
Okay, so my number 2 is this series, the Inheritance Games series. Now, granted, I haven't finished the last 2 books in the series, but it was mystery, it was solving puzzles, and it was trying to figure out why did it happen, and it was amazing. I read the first 3, but I still need to do the last 2 of them.
Since we're skipping the break yet again, knock your socks off.
All right, number 2. Let's do this.
My number 2 is, once I put this thing back on, because it keeps falling off. Party Wall. Notice that everyone's lists are going to be exactly the same thing, just depending on placing on where you want them to be. Literally all the same case. I did not know you could be like 7 other things, but like, I do like the fact that you can easily just make it any turtle you want. Also, my only collaborative crossover figure, just FYI.
So, let it be known that Party Wallop is that good that he popped up on this many lists.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2.
All right, number 2 is going to go to the one not transforming figure of my list. And it's going to be fitting for today's topic after we do the top 5. Sigma Samus from Metroid Dread.
Ooh.
Beautiful looking figure.
Oh, trust me. That's putting it lightly. It even comes with an accessory that you can hang on a mag, as acts as a magnet. You can have her hang on a wall.
So number 2. Now, I feel like this one's gonna piss some people off,
Too late.
and I'm gonna go ahead and flat out say it. These 2 were literally wrestling in my head who would pick in the top spot. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I hope you guys will understand my choice and the reason why I placed them where they're at. My number 2 is Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. I love this figure. It's so amazing. It's so good. I'm so glad I have it. It does have some things that are slight little nagging issues, but ultimately, I'm able to get the hell over it. This is our definitive Optimus Prime. And whenever the review for this comes out, I'm going to be saying some things that I know for a fact is going to piss off MP collectors. So, yeah. Number 2 is Studio Series 86 Commander Class Prime. Now, before we move into the disappointment, 86 Prime is still on the list, so I'm not even mad. So basically you're about to be mad at a lot of people if they don't have 86 Prime on theirs.
Well, here's the thing.
Anyways,
some people can't
Ink, I'm
afford
gonna
it.
go ahead and wait for you to give us your number 2.
Also,
Wait,
BC,
did you
while
already?
you're waiting. Also, while we're waiting, BC, someone by the name of Christopher Schlick gave us his top 5 Dumpla. Take a look at that.
All right. You said you were waiting on me?
No,
No.
Who? I heard
we're
the
waiting on Ink. We're waiting for Ink to pop up with his number 2 because.
Oh, okay. I heard a vowel sound. I was like, "Oh, did this say bees? What's going on?"
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no, we're gonna wait for Ink to give us his number 2.
Got
While
before
we're
we
waiting,
move on. And
while
now,
we're waiting,
but
though,
while we're waiting, we're going to do our one disappointment of the year. The one toy. Now, of course, if you didn't have a disappointment this year, that's fine. You can opt out. But anybody who did indeed have a figure that genuinely disappointed them this year, this is your chance to speak on it. That said, I will let you talk in just a minute. Number 2, Legacy United Tiger Hawk. Didn't plan on getting him originally, but he went on sale for $27. Was unprepared for how amazing this figure was. Really love the asymmetry transformation. Also, the alt mode is great.
I'm going to read what Christopher Schleichler, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, said for his top 5 Gunpla for him. His number 5 is HG High Grade Infinite Just Type 2. Yeah, that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, man. We literally just came back, so please be patient with us. So, top 5 favorite Gunpla for me are number 5, High Grade Infinite Justice Type 2. The standard Infinite Justice is still a banger of a kit, so that's a damn fine pick. Number 4, High Grade Mighty Strike Freedom.
Ooh.
I have yet to experience that myself, so we'll see. We'll see. Number 3, Master Grade Wing Zero EW Verka. That thing is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I had it for a time. Number 2, Rear Grade RX-782 Gundam version 2.0.
Solid choice, my boy.
I'm okay.
I think
All right.
I think you've made the PC
I'm
mad
okay.
because he wanted that.
And number 1, Master Grade EX Strike Freedom. Okay, there we go. All right, Bricks. I hope you're ready. Hey, wait. So you didn't have anything else to go on, Savage?
Nope, that was literally trying to.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I'm accommodating for everybody right now. Anyways, so if we're all good, let's get into the disappointment of the year. If you do not have a disappointment for the year, speak up now.
I don't have one. Out of all the 85 books I read, I don't have a disappointment.
So everybody's good? All right, perfect. Bricks,
Okay.
your disappointment of the year.
So the figure itself isn't the disappointment. It's mostly just the QC problems that came with it, because I was looking forward to this guy all throughout the year, and I was still happy to buy him. But I was just disappointed that my Sandstorm had an issue with his chest staying in.
I mean, fair. Yeah, I can kind of understand that. Now, I don't have that issue personally, but
yeah, that's the other
nonetheless-
problem. It's like only mine that has this problem. Everyone else's doesn't have this except for me.
My first
mine
copy.
did at first.
my first copy of Sandstorm, like I was trying to get, I think it was like his like one of his feet to slide up or something into his leg for one of his alt modes. It wouldn't
Basically,
budge.
Beans, you had an entire meltdown over the fact that you were trying to get the leg to extend, and instead of the leg extending, you pulled the whole leg off.
Oh, no, I didn't pull it off. I was trying to force it to the point where it just broke. I'm just like, God, I was. Oh my
Also,
gosh!
really
Yeah.
fast-
He was less than pleased. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Also, really quick, may I request to just show my number one? I really need to go.
Okay, then yeah. Give me just 1 second. Go ahead, give your number one. We normally do a big story for it. I kind of figured it was going to be him. All right, go get.
Mush, get out of here.
All right. See you later, guys. I'll catch
Later.
you sometime next week, hopefully.
All right. So, Bees, your disappointment.
Okay, my disappointment for the year is the Transformers Legacy United Voyager Class Vector Prime. And okay, so when I saw the photos for this, I thought he looked underwhelming. I thought he looked like just a lazy repaint and retool of the G-Axis mold, which, I mean, let's be honest, it kind of is. I mean, some people are not bothered by it, which I'm okay with that. You're entitled to your opinion. Much like how I am entitled to how I feel. I thought to myself, you know, maybe when I get it in hand, maybe my opinions might change. I got it in hand, and I just wasn't really feeling it. Especially after getting the original figure. Getting this, I thought this was an amazing toy, and I was kind of hoping that like there'd be at least something in that figure that would kind of give that look and feel that like, oh yeah, this is Vector Prime. This is just like his little, it's like his bastard cousin, Victor Prime. Like, okay, so like I was telling BC how disappointed I was in it. It was like, Bees, you're starting to sound like a purist. And then I was like, let me finish though. I gotta give this figure credit where credit is due. I love the colors. I love the maroon. There's like some flat maroon on here and some metallic maroon. I really like that. I love the sculpted in detail. I mean, it's a nice gold on him too. And guess what? Despite the fact I dislike this figure, this is actually not my original copy that I had. This is the second one. The reason why I got a second one is because DNA Design revealed their kit after getting. This is my original figure I'd gotten in hand, and I pimped him out with like 2 or 3 different upgrade kits that I found on eBay. And I kind of made some people in our group open a Pandora's box of like.
Okay, we're moving on from you.
Anyway, yeah, and this also has repro labels on him. I think I might get another set for this one whenever I get the DNA Design kit in. So yeah, this was more in line with what I was hoping and expecting. Would have preferred. So yeah, I mean, if everybody else likes the figure, that's cool. Good. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's just the default figure. It's just not my cup of tea. I just felt disappointed and let down by it. I think that's what upgrade kits are for, right?
Your disappointment of the year, Savage.
Oh, right. That's right.
And before we get to you on that, since you have returned, dun, 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 dun,
Really?
dun,
Already
dun,
getting
dun,
them right back to work?
dun,
Come on,
dun,
man.
dun, 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 dun.
I'm stepping out of this one.
Dun, 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 dun.
I would have given him like a.
Oh, wait.
I would have given him a reprieve or something. Like since this is his first episode.
No. We don't do reprieves on Scrapyard. You know this.
Well, I tried Savage. Oh wait.
All right, now let him come back.
Savage, I tried
Thank
to
you,
tell him.
Savage. Anyways, now getting on to what your actual disappointment of 2024 was.
That fucking death. No, for me, my disappointment is honestly not a Transformer for once. If you're new, okay, hold on. I have to explain it now because someone just now literally asked the question. To explain what that bit was, every time the Imperial March is played, I basically kill myself.
And it's always in a different way.
It's literally he dies in different ways. This was something that started way back in the beginning of Scrapyard.
So yeah, expect that to happen a lot whenever I'm here, specifically me here for whatever fucking reason.
Anyways, go on.
All right, so my disappointment of the year, funny enough, and just again, like everyone else saying, is all what ends up with being quality control issues is what the main fucking whole thing is. Figure Rise Kamen Rider Forza.
Yeah, you were not happy about that when you got
I
it.
was not happy. I'm lucky I managed to have Super Glue to get one of his damn horns on.
I had that same kit, and I did not have any QC issues whatsoever.
Yeah, right now I can see his stickers are coming off or starting to. So yeah, there's another.
Yeah,
issue.
but that's always going to be an issue with stickers. It doesn't matter how good the kid actually is.
Yeah.
Like not working right, and just
Fine.
the fact that I got them together is a surprise. Oh god.
Okay, so my disappointment of the year is so bad I didn't even bring it with me. Concept art frenzy can kiss my pasty white ass.
Wait, before you go any further, before you repeat that there. Seriously, can you reload me? Thank you.
He just turns around.
All right. Now, my disappointment of the year. Strap yourselves in. This one's gonna piss some people off. So, when it comes to the most iconic characters of the G1 saga, there are specific characters where you hold them to a specific standard. Well, one of those characters is loved by all, especially by two people in here. Now, I really, really wanted to like this toy, especially since he was helping fill major gaps with one purchase. So I'm thinking, awesome, I'm finally going to get to experience this toy, but in the same breath, I'm finally going to be able to fill some very specific slots that aren't going to get filled any other way. So imagine my surprise when I busted this figure out and I finally get to experience it, and the only thing I said was, I paid $50 for an accessory. My disappointment of 2024 is Legacy United Leader Class Soundwave. This figure aggravates me to my core. Soundwave should not have been done this dirty. I want to like this. He turns into his classic tape deck mode. And like that alone should have been enough to save him for me. But the more I looked at him and the more I flipped it back and forth, the more I realized I paid $50 for a cassette. I paid $50 for a fucking cassette. So yeah, it's safe to say my level of disappointment with United Soundwave, that's mainly a me thing. I can more than understand why everybody loves him. There's specific aspects to that I do genuinely like. For instance, I love the fact that he turns into the tape deck. I love that. But at the end of the day, just him turning into the tape deck is not going to save him. This figure generally feels like a disappointment.
Failure.
I built one of Figure S Standard Kiss last year in the form of Colorado Gaima Orange Arms, which I like a lot. Gaima is also my favorite rider series. My boy! Yeah, taking a quick break to look over some of these comments before we finally jump into number one. And the rule for number one, you got to give us that build up. So that when you finally show it, it's like, all right, let's go. So, anyways, yeah, those damn G-Axis legs that should have been remolded but weren't, and the fact that he didn't come with his mini con, that was not only a disappointment, but also a pile of shit. I'm going to address that comment later. Like, no disrespect, obviously. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but there are specific things that I'm gonna specify here that I'm gonna come back to that. I really hope we'll get a new Studio Series 86 Soundwave and Leader class done in proper BC, and I also really don't want to be paying $50 for the cassette. I didn't either, man, but that's basically how it felt for me. And trust me when I say I was not happy. They should have just packed Soundwave as a Voyager and strictly included Buzzsaw. I also didn't have Ravage, so for me it definitely worked out, but that also kind of helped at another point. Fucking really, Hasbro?
That's the same size as Aldo's brain. What the fuck?
Wait, he had a brain?
You know, they found it once, and then they lost it and drop-kicked it.
And then one time I found it, and I got bean kicked, and in the process, the brain got destroyed.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, there was one more, I thought.
No, yeah, no. Ink already spoke on his disappointment.
Oh.
Okay, so. All right. This is it. Have your build up ready. Let's do this. Bees, number one. Who is taking the top slot this year for you?
All right. I was about to say last year, but last year would be 2024. This happened in late 2023. I was kind of talked into like giving this line a try by both Aladar and even BC. And it started with the...
I told you not to roll me in!
So anyway, it started with like one of the best figures from the line that was like a retail for about $50. I got it for $16, thanks to Black Friday sales on Amazon. So that was a rabbit hole I went down, and I don't buy just any of the figures from that line. They have to look a certain way. They have to look right to me. I have to be feeling it, and oh my gosh, yeah, like there are a lot of bangers. There's some that I did get that I love, and there's like a small handful that were kind of disappointing. Probably because like of how small they are. The articulation's not up to par compared to the bigger figures, but. Yeah, it was around last June, I think. I missed the pre-orders for this damn thing, as well as another figure from the line that came out at the same time. And so I was practically phone stalking my local Target, asking them, "Hey, do you guys have this in yet? Hey, you guys have this in yet? You have it in yet? Have it in yet?" And finally, I got lucky, and they told me that they actually had some in the back. So I went over to Target, and I asked them, "Hey, do you guys have these two figures in the back?" They're like, "Yep." So they went in the back and pulled out two of the figures that I was looking for. One being the Jurassic Park Hammond Collection Therizinosaurus. Try saying Therizinosaurus 3 times really fast. And the Jurassic Park Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus.
Oh.
I went with this purely because it captures the magic of what makes the Hammond Collection T-Rex perfect and amazing. And that is like my number one favorite figure of this line. This one dethroned him because it not only does this like do like a lot of the same stuff that the T-Rex can, but just look at the sculpted in detail. Like, I mean, yeah, like all the figures have that sculpted in detail, but I've noticed that he's got like some like little skin wrinkles under here, like a modern day reptile would. And they didn't have to add that. They could have made him look like he got a tummy tuck, but they didn't. I love that added detail. I love how Oh my gosh, it made me fall in love with the line all over again. I could not put this thing down. I work part-time at a condo complex at the front desk. And I remember one day I brought this, the T-Rex, and the Therizinosaurus, and on my work desk, I decided out of boredom, because it was a Saturday and the weekends are pretty slow, to recreate the death scene of the Giganotosaurus. I was having so much fun with this figure. I love it. The articulation, the detail, the sculpted in and painted detail, the glass eyes, the articulated tongue, and love. I love doing that with these figures. Hey, wake up! I see how it is. You sleep through my. Lord, love.
All right, Dreamer. I hope your build-up is ready for when you reveal your number one. Let's go.
Okay. So my number one, I saw it on Book Talk and BookTube for months. And I was like, I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I really don't want to be like everybody else. But then finally, it was Mr. Dreamer's Spring Break. I was bored. And I finally decided, I guess I will be like everybody else and read this series over the course of, 2024. And that series is called the Natural series. It is 4 glorious books plus a novella, which is part of, the last one. And it was fantastic. It was amazing. It's basically like Criminal Minds, but with teenagers. And it was fantastic. It was my favorite of 2024. And I know my lead up is not as awesome, but I don't have a really good lead up. And that's all. Now I guess it's Savage's turn.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Go ahead.
Story time. So I was walking down the street, minding my own damn business. No. This was the year 2024. Savage was out with the family watching the new Venom: The Last Dance in theater. While we were there, the Savage was like wandering around looking for something for Christmas to give to the family, and he found some things here and there. One thing caught his eye. Keep in mind, this was in middle of October, or near the end of October. I think it was October. Yeah, it was October. Savage sees Titan class tidal wave just sitting there in the window. He looked at it and went, "Oh, I want, but I can't because I gotta save for Christmas." And so, since then, I had buyer's regret from that moment forward. Previous topic from these videos. If you want to see that video, check it out in BC's video down below. Anyway, cue down to 2 months later. Savage is going through some final minute Christmas purchases, and he found that he had enough money, and he saw it. So you know what? I don't care what anyone says. The fact that he waited for me for 2 months, not bought by anyone in my local GameStop of all places, should tell you that yeah, no regrets.
So hey, we didn't share number one this year. All right, Rob.
Okay.
JJ, give us a second.
Alrighty. So this figure was basically, I think, my first big figure of the year that I bought this year. I mean, I'm talking back in February.
Yeah, way back in February. If memory serves me right, it was also one of your figure appreciations of the week that week.
Yeah, it was. And if you know me, I like my black magic in certain figures. If it can do a whole lot of things and does it well, it definitely is a winner in my book. So, trying to think of a better way to bring. What's a good way to bring this up?
I don't know. Why don't we ask Human Powell? Yeah, why don't we ask Human Powell?
My number one is Metagate Shatter. The fact that this thing transforms into a jet and a muscle car and does it flawlessly is the fact that this is best example of the best kind of Black Houdini bullshit that I love.
Now, before I do my number one, JJ, I need you to do from 5 to 2, and then your disappointment of the year. If you don't have a disappointment, then just do 5 through 2.
So from number 5 to number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. 5. I have to say, number 5 is definitely going to be one of the best Studio Series Deluxes I've ever messed with for 2024. And it's got to be none other than the Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Megatron. I kid you not. This is such a good figure. I absolutely love the guy. It's so good. It's just a solid Megatron. He's very posable, and transformation is very cool, very interesting, very intuitive. And I just love the look of this guy. Just love the look of him. He just looks so good, and he scales well with Optimus Prime, And honestly, I think I enjoy this one better than Optimus Prime. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. I still love that Optimus Prime, by the way. But as far as the Transformers 1 Studio Series goes, I think this one is the better of the two, in my personal opinion anyway. So he's number 5 for me. So there we go.
Bees, did you gorilla belly button him again?
No?
Hmm?
He just completely froze.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was buffering.
Okay, I was like, wait, is that how it looks on my end? What's going on?
Now let me see those faces.
Okay.
There you
I'm
are.
back.
Okay,
I'm
there
back.
we go.
I'm
All
back.
right.
Okay.
So, on second thought, now that's not think about it. Just do your entire top 5.
Okay. So to recap, number 5 goes to this guy. Now number 4. Number 4, you know how much I'm a fan of Cybertron. I love Transformers Cybertron. And this has got to be one of the best figures from the Legacy line that I've ever messed with as part of the Cybertron universe. And it's none other than the Transformers Legacy United Forger Class Cybertron universe Starscream. This guy is a banger. He is such a go-to figure. I absolutely love this figure. Very well done. Just
Oh yeah. Good pick. Good pick.
Beautiful. It's a banger. It's a banger of a figure. Now number 3. Just wanted to do a quick run through of number 3. Number 3 is definitely a figure that I've been wanting in 2024, and I only got him like in Christmas. I only got him during Christmas, and I'm so glad I finally have him. And it's a figure that originally BC wanted to get for me, but I decided to actually get him myself. So it actually saves BC the trouble of finding this figure, because I know this figure is really hard to find in the US right now. And yeah, that number 3 goes to Legacy United Leader Class Sandstorm.
Oh, the cheddar cheese copter.
Yeah. So yeah, this is truly one of the best triple changers, if not the best triple changer that we have ever gotten in 2024. Definitely better than Blitzwing, I will say. This guy, he doesn't compromise, the alt modes that much. The buggy mode looks good. The helicopter mode, I think, is the best out of the 3 modes, and the robot mode looks good too. And yeah, just very well done. It's like a nice combination between cartoon and toy accuracy. So I like it. I dig it. I dig it. So
May I add something real quick about the figure?
Yeah.
Like, one thing I want to say is that while it is granted it's Voyager class scaled, but the engineering is more intricate. One thing I will say that I got to give that figure a lot more credit, where credit is due, compared to Blitzwing, is that Blitzwing came with those giant missile pod hand thingies, whereas he came with that cage thing, which I feel like makes sense. It's like, is it necessary? No, but is it fitting for either mode?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that works. So I feel like it helps justify the price with that inclusion. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. So okay, so that leaves to number 2 now. So number 2, I gotta give this figure credit, a lot of credit, and this figure is one of the best leader class figures I have ever messed with in Studio Series. And yeah, it's the only Studio Series figure I picked up from 2024. Like, the only Studio Series leader class figure I picked up from 2024, because I didn't get Swoop or Springer. So yeah, no. So I gotta give number 2 to the Transformers Studio Series concept art leader class Bumblebee movie Megatron. This figure, yeah, this robot mode is just, oh my gosh, this thing is just beautiful in robot mode. I just wish that we could have seen this in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's such a fantastic looking robot mode. The alt modes are definitely an afterthought, but the tank mode I actually like. I actually like the look of the tank mode. The jet mode I like also, but sometimes it doesn't want to stay tapped together. So at least the robot mode and tank mode are both solid, in my personal opinion. But yeah, this figure is just amazing. I just love this guy, and he's very articulated too. I love the ankle tilts. I love those wrist swivels, posable fingers, and everything. And yeah, he's just beautiful. He's just a banger of a figure, in my personal opinion. So yeah, number 2 goes to this guy. So right. Now, number 1. Actually, before I go to number 1, I would like to say the most disappointing figure of the year of 2024 for me first, before I go to my number 1. Oh boy, how could I say this? It's very hard for me to say. I'll have to say that my most disappointed figure in 2024 for me was I think it was the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class. Actually, no. Let me rethink that. Uh, you know what? I actually don't have this disappointing figure for me. I really don't. I actually don't. So I thought I did, but no, I don't. I actually don't. But anyway, so scrap the most disappointing figure because I literally don't have a disappointing figure from 2024 for me. I just don't. Because everything I bought from 2024 were good figures, in my personal opinion. I've never been disappointed with them at all. So, yeah. But anyway, okay, we'll jump to my number one of 2024 now. So, this comes to, well, this isn't really a surprise, to be fair. Because you know me, I'm an Optimus Prime fanboy, and having this figure in hand is just makes me smile from ear to ear, makes me grin from ear to ear, and it really shocked me with the engineering. The engineering really shocked me, like how many steps this figure has, and yet the transformation is still satisfying. It's still smooth. It works well. I gotta give this figure props because the winner of 2024 for me, the figure of the year, it has to be the one and only Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Yes. This figure. It's a fantastic Optimus Prime. Definitely better than Earthrise. I will say that.
Checks so many of the boxes. It checks so many of the boxes.
It just checks every box. It just checks cartoon accuracy. The fact that the cab is so clean and just yeah, even the back of the truck mirror looks good. It's like you can't really tell that's his legs, even though you can tell that's his legs, but still, they actually did a good job, and they molded in a trailer hitch, which is pretty cool. And the trailer, I dare I say, it is the highlight of this figure. This whole set is the trailer. The trailer is just, this is what they should have given us in the first place. and yeah, this is a big trailer. It's like a mini masterpiece trailer, and the fact that you can store all the accessories in your trailer. The fact that he comes with a roller. What? He comes with a roller, a proper axe, a proper gun, and some blast effects. He comes with the more accurate version of this drone thingy. And yeah, it's just amazing. And you can actually store some other accessories in the trailer. Like you can literally just store other accessories in your trailer if you don't want to use them at all, which is amazing. Fantastic. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. And comes with these things that you can swing out if you want to. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Optimus Prime wins, man. Optimus Prime wins. Yeah, he absolutely wins. Hands down for me. So yeah, there it goes. My top 5 of 2024. No joke.
Huh. Okay. All right. Let's do this. My turn. So since I'm actually going to get to do a story this year, let's get it on. So,
Hey, be careful. You're not allowed to hit anyone in a month.
you are so dead in February. Anyways, so my number one. My number one is a figure that I thought was never going to happen, especially in the modern age. I've always loved this character from a conceptual sense, and I've always loved his original toy because I had it when I was growing up. And I always said, you know what? If Hasbro genuinely just shit the bed one day and said, you know what? Fuck it. we feel like being different. Let's go ahead and do this guy. If you would have told me many years ago that we were getting this character as a brand new figure, completely new from the ground up, I'd have looked you dead in the eye and smacked the shit out of you. I thought for sure that the best figure of this year was going to be Title Win. I thought that for sure. But then the Legacy United poster dropped. We got to see his beautiful mug. And somewhere in me, the child in me just started screaming for pure joy. So it's no surprise that my number one figure of the year is Transformers Legacy United Commander Class Magmatron.
I knew it.
Very nice. Does he have the sword
figure? This is a figure that genuinely feels like a dream come true. He's big, he's chunky. Literally, the only thing he's lacking is his missile launching gimmick. That's it. Pretty much everything else the toy has ever done is fully retained.
Oh.
I just couldn't believe that this was actually happening. And not only was it the case of, oh my God, he's actually happening, he was the Commander Class for 2024.
Well, one of the Commander Class figures for 2024.
I could not believe this was actually happening, and the fact that he's in my hands at all just screams how good of a year we had this year. We got characters we never thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
And with that said, since we're currently in 2025, I'm just going to go ahead and call it now. The number one for 2025 for pretty much damn near everybody, it's going to be HasLab Omega Prime.
I'm with you there. I think we're both going to call it now. That's going to be our figures of 2025, and I backed it. This is the first HasLab I've ever backed, and I'm excited for it.
That said, though, since I actually am now thinking about it, I'm going to set it as a rule for the 2025 list. None of us are allowed to pick him.
Dang it!
Why? Simple. Well, it's too easy.
I can't afford Omega Prime, so I ain't.
Are you saying like do not have him in the top 5 or the number 1 slot?
To not have him in the list, period.
Darn!
Dang it.
Again, it's too easy at that point. I want everybody to actually think about everything that comes out this year. What's really gonna place in your top 5?
I think overall, I think in my top 5, I can already tell what my top 5 list would be in 2025. Like, I would cheat a little bit and say the entire Scrapyard set and the entire Devastator set for 2025 will be in my top 5 list.
I mean, hey, for my 2023 list, I put all of the Menasor set as an entry on my list. So.
All right, so since we're done with the top 5 now, I think we can bring.
Did Ink mention who his number 1 is? I don't think he did.
No, we'll wait for him on that.
Yeah, we'll wait for Ink. But while we're waiting, you wanted to say something. Go.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, so
I'm just gonna say, for my sake of things, don't take me coming back as a spite of, yeah, we're getting Savage back. You're only having him back because my job decided to not want me anymore. So,
Not that.
hey, it's not per them having a choice or not. It's per because of the contract. So, keep that in mind.
Okay.
But no. So, I'm going to be job hunting for soon enough, so that way I can continue to afford the things I want to have. Because, he was not cheap. Let's not all go, oh yeah, he was cheap. No, he wasn't.
No.
He's only cheap if you're super rich.
Yeah, and even then, I think.
Yeah.
So also, one thing I should bring back up that I don't know if we have yet done this or not. Does our number ones beat our last year's?
Beat them how?
Like, for instance, last year for me, if I recall correctly, my number one was him.
Yes, you and I shared a number one.
The question basically is, does this top this?
Hold on, ink.
Okay.
Number one,
SS86.
SS86 Optimus Prime. Fucking course. Kind of having a hard time talking about the build-up, other than it's great and being excited for the figure, but it kind of has some level of emotional attachment to me. And you know what, man? That's all it needs.
But yeah,
anyways,
back to what I was trying to say. Basically, does your top one, whatever it may be from last year, beat your current year's number one, or does it this one take the throne? For me to answer my own question on that one, to make an example of, it's really hard because like I love the Armada series, so either way, Armada wins for me. But it's just who to choose of the better two children, and it's like hard to really choose. And honestly, I think for the sake of it, I'm gonna go with AP here because as a fact that I think it's because I've had him longer, so I've grown to adjust and love him more. So slight biasness towards it, which is fair because everyone's gonna have their biased choice, no issues there because everyone's gonna have their number one. So honestly, I think even though while I do love Tidal Wave there, you can't beat the Prime.
Yeah, I love that. I love that figure because I even though I was broke as a dang joke at the time when I got my figure, it definitely helped lift my spirits around that time in my life because that's a story that I'm going to save for later.
And the fact that
to answer Savage's question, yeah, there's no contest. Magmatron is taking that slot. Like I've been saying it all year, ever since I got both of the commanders of this year. I still stand by this. The best commander toy for me is Magmatron. He's just.
I'll say this though, because I'm surprised by two factors of one for each different person. For UBC, I'm surprised that MP Dark Lao Convoy or aka Copy Convoy did not make it on your list at all.
That's because I don't play with it much. That thing is so glossy and so shiny. Like, don't get me wrong. If we were doing a top 10, bet your ass he would have been on there. But we don't do top 10s. We do top 5s. And again, I really like it. I genuinely love it. It's absolutely beautiful. And it helps that he was gifted to me by you, especially during a very dark time in my own life. I appreciated that gesture immensely.
Yeah.
But if I'm being 100% objective about it, he does not do nearly as much to put him on a top 5 for my sensibilities.
And my second surprise is what I'm also going I'm bad at is it's not to someone who you'd think I would point my finger at. Not saying this in a mean factor, but like no mention. Hey, Dreamer Girl. What happened to the Evangelion when I got you?
It needs to find a home.
Shelf home.
Yes, it needs to find a shelf home, and then shelf space is very limited.
Which wherever I visit again, I will help. I will help out with that.
Okay, fair then. So I think that's all I needed to say so far.
So far.
So far.
Okay.
So I believe we're now going to whatever our topic of today is, or
No, because if you guys remember, we don't do other topics for the top 5. We're basically going right into the after party.
oh, so in that case, hey Britt, wake up!
That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, Woody! Woody! I got cheese fries. I got cheese fries. Oh, hey, there he is. Next time you say, hey, we have cheese fries, that should get his attention.
Wait a minute. Did
Make
he
sure that if you have
deliberately
cheese
bow
fries,
himself out?
make sure that, if he has cheese fries, that they have beans on them, because that's how they eat them in the UK, which is weird.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to hit Woody under any circumstance. So,
Yeah, however, you can't. On my own circumstance.
Anyway,
Woody.
What hit me? Ow.
Woody,
Ow. Ow.
bless your
you
heart.
know what? You know what? Fuck this challenge. Woody, get over here.
No. Allow me.
No. He passed the punch.
No, you're not going to come talk to me. No.
Oh, no. I won't come talk to you. But he will.
Right, let me go get the let me go get the step stool. Ow.
Do it on 5. Yep. Hey, Woody, I can't protect you now, so have fun.
I just have one question before I start a murderous rampage. Dreamer, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Bless his heart for us all.
Hey, Woody. Woody,
Huh?
bless your heart.
No.
yay! Let's harvest his organs.
Ew.
I think it worked a little too well. I can smell him from here.
Put the shake away. You'll be arrested in his country for that.
Who would want his organs?
Not a shake. That's a knife.
That sounded more Australian than British. That was the worst accent I've ever heard.
That's
Don't
not
do
a
that.
knife. That's a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
All right, you know what? That's not
Why
a
is the
knife.
Brit still breathing?
That's a knife.
That's
Oh,
annoying.
come on. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. Bees, you're really going to sit there and say that? You're really going to say that?
Better.
Hang on.
This is what I got at Entertain Mart. That and the
Now, hold on.
dude, no
Wait,
way! Where'd you get yours from?
Damn.
BC wants to talk.
I'm fairly certain I can get in trouble if real blades are being shown on live.
Yes, you can. They're real weapons.
So everybody put those away and
So-
don't ever bring them out again.
Thank you.
Anytime. I can mother voice people.
That's something I never knew was even a thing, so I'm putting it up. Putting them up.
And everybody say
that-
that they're sorry. Say you're sorry for bringing a knife out. Do it now.
I'm sorry for violating YouTube rules.
I'm sorry that YouTube is sensitive.
So anyway, Savage, Savage, where did you get yours from? You're a batarang blade thingy.
Gas station, $11.
I paid a little more for mine. I got mine at Entertain Mart today.
Are we good about talking about knives? Are we done? Are we all good?
Yeah.
But anyway, one thing I wanted to bring up was how Christmas was for everybody.
Busy.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to go ahead and bow out of the conversation because I'm going to end up being a Debbie Downer.
Just
Yeah.
really,
I'm stepping out of this. I'm convicting myself.
Here, how about
really
this?
busy.
How about this as a better conversation, since I know Christmas was different for everyone? How about we touch up on something that's semi more relevant for our current conversation, which I'm sure might be a different topic, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel about the future leaks?
Picture leaks.
Like, you know, the ones with like the upcoming collaboration of Wave.
The JT Prime leaks.
Yeah.
I will always say before we go any further, I will say always take these JT Prime toy listings leaks with a pinch of salt, because we all know we never know what Hasbro may just be throwing into the wind, what might get cancelled, might get moved to a different.
Don't listen to Woody. Trust JT.
Yeah, honestly,
No, but
everything T Prime has put it in the leaks they've been real. They've been officially confirmed.
No, I'm not. Look, JJ, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not, they're fake listings. Don't get me wrong on that. It's obviously, we never know with Hasbro whether or not that Masters of the Universe collaborative might get pulled, or it might get moved to something else.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying is, even though it says, there's a release.
What about a Zyoko? What?
Zyusoken or Byakko Shinken? What is that?
Please elaborate on that one.
Byakko Shinken, that is the White Ranger sword.
Oh,
what we would know as
is the Green Ranger flute thing. Okay.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon thing. Yeah,
the dragon dagger and Saba.
Ink Tactics says, so for the sake of leaks, I want my Age of the Prime Skybite figure so damn bad when he comes out. I'm definitely seeing all. I'm definitely gonna be seeing all of that pop up for the next whenever he comes out for the month. Because holy god!
Yeah.
And I can already bet you when he gets his hand on Skybite, and I'm pointing at BC specifically, not fucking Rob. I can already see for certain that that's gonna be his figure of the week so much.
Well, yeah. I mean, given the fact we all know that RID is kind of Hasbro's red-headed stepchild that they bring out every now and then to go, hey, remember this? Isn't it cool? And then they push it back.
Greatest shark around alone, you fuck.
And then they just push it back in the cupboard and go, right, that's where you stay until we need you again.
Yeah, you say it's the red herring, but at the same time, no one's wanting anything else out of any other series. Like, for instance, there's something for Armada. There's something for Cybertron, but when is there ever anything for Energon? Oh, look, a core class.
Yep.
Mm.
Two core
Oh, wait, that's right.
class.
Oh, wait. I'm also going to remind us that I know BC's reminded me several times now. There's no core classes this year, so
Well,
Energon's
then
getting
again,
shafted to the side entirely.
yeah, yep.
But we are still
But
getting
then again,
the
but-
Poké Class 86 Perceptor packed with 2 cassettes, so don't forget about that.
but the other thing as well is, don't forget, is Energon is sort of again the most hated part of the franchise, like Beast Machine. So they just be like, yeah, we know Energon Kicker's not gonna sell. We'll just pretend it never happened.
They just basically just sold Megatron and Galvatron, and that's it. Boom, done.
Yeah, because they know that core class Megatron is going to sell even at clearance.
Even though I bought them.
I got both the core class Energon, Megatron, and Galvatron figures, and I really like them.
Yeah, the mold is actually quite nice. I really like the mold. I like the mold. I just wish they could just retool the leader class Galvatron mold to become Energon, Megatron / Galvatron. So,
Yep.
For me, on my side of things, on what I'm excited for in the grand scheme of the leaks and from the newer leaks to the older leaks, or leaks, I should say, not links. I'm excited for at least Megatronus, like I've stated prior to me being on here last time. I don't know, he's the only one that seems to be catching my fancy. Him and Red Alert, because I definitely want Red Alert and Hotshot and everyone else.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Red Alert didn't drop sooner, unless maybe they had him planned for Legacy, but he got moved around because of all the other designs they had.
I think it's because of the fact that his design specifically required more attention, and they probably would have wanted to release it in Legacy, but they saw how much more they needed,
Yeah.
some things here and there, and they're like, okay, let's just put them over here real quick.
Yeah.
I think Red Alert needed a little bit more work because his design is very different from Skid's, so they needed to do a brand new mold for him, so that's why they put him in Voyager class instead of Deluxe class. So I think the Voyager class price point actually works well for Red Alert. So
plus, I'll say it as for it when they released Cannonball, I'm pretty sure everyone looked at him and went, "Oh my god, I hope that's not him. Please don't let that be him."
Also, I'm really surprised we've
ladies and gentlemen. I have a baby.
Hello, little JJ. Hello.
Now it's been a while since Scrapyard has seen him. Look at how much bigger he's gotten.
Wow. That's a big boy already. Such a big boy. Hello, cutie. Hello, little JJ. Yeah.
So BC can't hit anyone. His son can hit people. Okay. Sure.
I don't like that. He's done that. He did that all on his own.
He's already taken after his father. he's hitting Rob. Okay. He's slapping Uncle Rob. Ow.
I was gonna say, JJ, unless you can correct me on this one, but I think this year we've kind of broken tradition by not having a Age of the Primes pre-tool in Legacy.
Age of the Primes pre-tool in Legacy.
Because it's usually been tradition that one of the last figures released is usually a sort of pre-tool, so we can kind of have a rough idea of the next line.
Go to mommy.
Kind of gave us the idea of 2025.
Yeah.
Because Vector Prime is Vector Prime. He's basically the first of the 13 primes that we've gotten. Bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, we didn't have, a Megatronus / the Fallen pre-tool in Legacy. as another character, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Or Red Alert, or Fireflight, or Silverbolt.
Yeah, except for Wasp and G2 Grimlock, because those are just repaints and retools. So
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's usually the new figures that get a pre-tool in.
yeah, they definitely did not receive any pre-tools from Legacy. So yeah, I can see where you go.
If we want to get technical with it, the poster for Age of the Prime might debunk that a little bit.
Okay, explain, BC. I'm now intrigued.
The statue for Vector Prime
It's literally the Legacy figure.
is this.
Okay, yeah, but that's just using the artwork. So that is just, I mean, technically, that'd just be mold reuse like Grimlock.
Yeah, but since we already got Vector Prime, I don't think we're gonna get another figure of Vector Prime anytime soon. So
I'm gonna be
No.
disappointed if Hasbro decides, you know what, let's do a package refresh of Vector Prime. Then he's gonna end up clogging shelves for the next 12 months.
Firefly and Quicksilver will most likely be a retool of each other.
I'm just
No.
happy.
I think he's both right and wrong. Because if we're gonna go based off of Mark Colonis's posts recently, we got a pretty decent look at the prototype for Fireflight. Only thing is, he's only in arm mode.
That's true.
So
I mean,
the two jet modes look distinctly different. So
Yeah.
he might be a full blown retool, not a slight one. I think he's a full retool.
like an extensive retool.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so before we move on to anything else, I want to pitch a question to everybody. What is something that you are looking forward to for 2025 in general? It does not have to strictly be about toys.
I'm hoping to save up enough money to go to Fan Expo in Dallas. I'm going to be working a lot, and I mean a lot of overtime to make that happen.
There are definitely lots of movies I'm definitely looking forward to.
What do you look forward to in 2025?
Yeah, for 2025, for this year, definitely looking forward to let's see, Captain America: Brave New World. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to Wicked Part 2 because I'm still waiting.
Well, to be fair, JJ, I am going to say I am cautiously optimistic about Cap 4, considering the fact they've literally reshot the movie at least 3 times now and multiple reshoots, and it's so far behind schedule.
I've seen the trailers, and the trailers actually look good. So,
you know, when you look at it and go, the fact they've reshot the movie at least twice, cut various things, recast, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
I think that only happened when they had the strike thing, actors strike. You know, that whole deal there with the actors strike thing. They had to reshoot some, so they had no choice. But I'm still looking forward to Cap 4. I'm still looking forward to that movie because I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so I can't wait to see the continuation of that. And what else am I looking forward to? I'm definitely looking forward to. Let's see. Okay, of course, Age of the Primes. Duh. 86 Devastator. I'm looking forward to him. And another thing I'm looking forward to in 2025. What? How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. Definitely looking forward to that.
I don't think we're going to be seeing any movies this year. Nothing's really jumped at me.
Hmm.
Then again, now that I really start to think about it, I don't really think I saw very many movies this year either.
I think the last movie you really saw at the box office was Transformers 1, wasn't it? Over the last summer.
Sonic 3.
Oh, and Sonic 3.
Oh.
Oh, Sonic 3 was so good. Sonic 3 was so good. I finally watched it.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Shadow himself was peak. Shadow
Yes, he
himself
was.
was a peak character. And that...
Real quick,
that-
Savage. You know what? You did hear my question, right? That I pitched to the entirety of the group.
Basically, what we're excited for this coming year.
What we are looking forward to, yes.
For me, I'm in terms of I know you said not just figures, but I'm gonna say, like I said, excited to see Red Alert, excited to see Metroid's Prime so far. In terms of movies and whatnot, since it is coming out this year, since we're now in 2025, I'm excited just to try to see about FNAF 2.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that I
yeah.
actually go see in theaters.
I mean, that's gonna be like a whole basically year later. So, excited to see that. Excited to see Cat 4, like JJ said. I'm also kind of interested in watching the Thunderbolts because that's kind of caught my interest.
Oh, yeah. The Thunderbolts.
Um,
All right, so here's what I'm looking forward to for 2025. I'm looking forward to specifically Superion and Devastator because I need more combiners. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come of the Scrapyard community because within these past 2 years, I've noticed the Scrapyard community has grown exponentially to a point where I feel like the mission we ultimately set out to achieve is being achieved. Is it to the level that some of us wishes it was at? Yes, absolutely. But am I going to rush it for the sake of numbers and such? No. Why? Simple. Why would I allow this to grow to ridiculous levels and run the risk of there being problems when I can just as easily just choose to take my sweet time and actually evaluate everything that's going on before I allow it to further expand? By not just letting people in willy-nilly, we've gotten much stronger people in this community. And hell, we could argue that thanks to this community, it sparked something in him.
Yeah. What I look forward to, mostly, doing more custom work. For example, this is the first major custom project me and him worked on.
Leo Prime 1.0.
Yo, that's cool.
Oh, trust me. Bring me up full screen so they can see this better.
So then here, hold on. Let's do this. So here's the first one.
Looks cool, right?
Oh, that's cool. I love how you use the Thundertron mold. Oh my
2.0.
god.
ooh.
Oh my gosh. Leo Prime
Yeah.
with the beard. I love that. Oh my goodness.
Since I got the Thundertron multi-pack, I donated my original Thundertron to do this. And this is probably the best decision I made customized in a long time.
Wait a minute. Isn't that from the Wave 1 Thundertron?
Yep, it is.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, that's something that he's definitely looking forward to is finally putting himself back behind the paintbrush.
Boy.
And with the age of the primes coming,
He's got another project in mind.
mm-hmm.
And trust me when I say, when it comes to that project, y'all are not ready. Y'all simply are not ready. But if there's anything that I'm going to go ahead and do real quick, since I feel like I haven't done it enough, I'm going to go ahead and give some serious praise to some people right now. Because for the past year, these people especially have put in the work. Like, they put in the work to not only support me, but to be the backup I need them to be throughout the entirety of this year, especially when it comes to running this group. We need to give our round of applause to my leadership team, which includes Savage, Rob, Woody, and Dreamer. Like, give them a genuine round of applause. The things that these 4 individuals genuinely put up with, especially in regards to my way of how I run the group. They may not always agree with my methods, but they respect me enough to follow me. And that's literally all I could ask. That said, as much as we may miss him, one thing is for certain, Scrapyard just does not feel right without Alex. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
We're gonna miss that dumb bastard. Oh, you guys talk about me.
Hates himself that much.
I mean, who else is named Alex? There's only one.
Statistically speaking, it's not true.
Another thing that I'm going to definitely say I appreciate immensely is the people who show up in our comment section on a regular basis. Especially dear old me, BS. He's not in there, so it don't count.
I was gonna say, he does not hear you, so that kind of just proves that.
But yeah, no, I appreciate everybody who does show up every so often whenever they get a chance. I always do appreciate it. We don't always show it, but we do. We see you and we appreciate you.
Yeah, the fact that we have
even
the fact that we have you 4 right now is actually kind of cool to see, because usually we just don't get as much as we would like to, but we appreciate you guys appearing nonetheless. So it's what you are what's helping make this community grow. So
sorry about that. I had the tummy achy farts.
You busted the tummy achy fart?
Is that a pack of Pringles chips that is not in the can? How? How did I know this?
Well, you know what they say. Don't trust that fart, that tummy achy fart. It might not go the way you planned.
He trusted the tummy achy fart and he had to go clean himself.
And he shit his underwear.
Damn right he did.
No,
I have to say something, Woody. Lay off the damn cheese fries, and then your stomach will like you better.
But I like cheese fries.
Yeah,
But
so
you
do I.
eat
You
them
don't
all
see
the
me
time.
gorging on them.
I only have them once a week.
You know what? How about this? If you're not gonna listen to Dreamer, that's fine. That's cool. I'll get Mama BC over here. She'll tell you no.
She'll tell me not to eat cheese fries.
Hey, honey, can you tell Woody to quit eating the damn cheese fries?
He's not his mother. Why should I?
Because he's gonna end up getting himself killed if he doesn't.
I was gonna say, well, that plan kind of failed, didn't it?
That would be hypocritical because I can't control myself when I want something.
What are you doing?
Being honest.
So you thought you could basically use
Visible frustration.
Again, Woody, lay off the damn cheese fries if you want to live to
Here,
see 40.
Hold. Let me. Since I'm back, let me. Hey, Woody.
yes.
Maybe if you weren't such overweight, maybe you'd actually be holding down a job that wouldn't pay you more. Quit buying so many cheese fries so that you could afford a fucking tidal wave.
God damn.
Oh,
Or,
are you trying to?
You could afford
Are
a
you-
USS Flag.
I could look, Savage. I could afford one, and I don't need to do the dishes to do it.
You say that, but my doing the dishes is what got me my ship. What's your excuse for you having no ship list?
Because I don't want it. Because I don't want it.
Are you sure?
That's weird, because if I recall, every G.I. Joe fan has a flag. No, I'm not a G.I. Joe fan. Far none, but where's your flag?
I do have a flag. It's a broadside conversion kit.
But that's broadside, therefore Transformer, therefore not count.
Woody, just stop. Just stop. He's gonna keep cooking you. Just stop.
And maybe you might actually thank yourself after not only not eating a bunch of cheese fries at once, but you actually be able to afford a top 5 this year, other than taking a nap.
Oh, burn!
Emotional damage.
But he needed the nap. It was his nap time.
Hey,
Oh
Woody, here's a bottle of water for that burn.
Can I just add that he needed the nap? You know, it was his nap time because Woody is secretly a child.
Oh
No, Helen. It's not that I'm secretly a child. It's because I'm an old fart. I hurt.
Then get the heating pad.
Did you eat
Well, Ink,
Woody,
here's what's going on.
Woody, did you eat your
This
cheese
is
fries
what
at
happens.
4:30 p.m.?
This is what happens when I'm not allowed to abuse people. Apparently, I can't keep them under control.
All I'm saying is I'm old and I'm hurt. I hurt. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Then take your
What
damn
hurt your feelings?
ibuprofen and get your damn heating pad and get over it.
Oh, and be sure to remember to eat your cheese fries at 4:30 p.m.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Woody,
Yes.
shut your cheese fries.
Bees, whose side are you on?
I'm calling him old.
Again,
I am.
Ink, buddy. This is what happens when I'm not allowed to put my hands on these guys.
Look. Yeah, but the thing is, the difference is, I admit I'm an old fart.
Yeah, you say that you admit that you're an old fart, yet you continue to act as if you're not.
Hey, BC.
Your words are meaningless.
Hey, BC, you say the word and I'll do it. So Woody?
Yes. Yeah.
Bless your pea-picking little heart.
Thank you himself again.
Right. So I wanted to bring this up earlier when everyone talked about their Christmas was like something that was a topic not very many of us is feeling, which I'm okay with that. I wanted to use that half an hour ago, basically, as a way to segue into the fact that last Christmas, I got to spend Christmas with Dreamer and her familial unit. This is the first time since 2010 we'd ever physically hung out with each other.
15 years.
And also
For
the first
14
time
years,
Dreamer
something like
entered
that.
my stream.
Yeah, and when we entered your stream, she attacked me.
You deserved it. I only punched you because you deserved it.
And that's why he became a hit and run victim for her child.
He did.
Yeah, he did. We're not denying that.
And that was the time BC told me his challenge of 2025 in January. Like, he can't hit anybody else.
Yeah, so
Again, BC, you say the word.
Yeah, and another thing when it comes to that challenge, Dreamer is going to be keeping tallies on all of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't aware there was even a challenge to begin with, so this is all news to me.
Yeah, notice
one
how
thing
I
is-
haven't been able to hit you this entire stream?
You've been hitting me off stream. What difference does that make?
It only counts for on stream, so.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
You may.
Go ahead.
All right. So one of the things that we did, like after Christmas, was we went to a used bookstore called Gardner's, and I didn't find any books I was hoping to find initially, but I did find some other hidden gems. Those of you who grew up in the '90s and read books like that came out around that time, the Animorphs series, I found a bunch of Animorphs books that I had read but had never owned, and oh man, you have no idea how happy that made me.
Tell them how much they were per book.
$2 each. And I think it was like what, 5 books I got?
I think
Yeah,
so.
five sounds. Yeah, it's 5. About 5 books, and I paid like almost $11.
Ah.
I mean, I went there and I bought 5 books and I got 3 of them for free. Just saying.
Oh, and her mother-in-law got me an Alaskan cooking knife. What the Sam Hill are you doing, BC?
Put me on drugs.
You're gonna kill Woody, and then I won't get to.
Oh, and so yeah, BC like somehow had missed it in the JJ's your Christmas stream, but Dreamer right in the live stream assaulted me. So authorities, we have proof. Book her.
They like me.
But authorities, I was there. She was merely the victim.
It is self-defense.
But anyway, self-defense
It was
against
all
what?
in self-defense.
All I'd have to do is cry, and I would win.
In all of this.
Anyway,
what
yeah, I agree. It was self-defense. Self-defense against my ugly ass mug.
Yeah, you would know when you. It's okay. I would know too.
And yeah, it felt like someone
But
hit
no,
my
hold on,
shoulder with a
wait.
stiff pillow.
No one would know better than Woody.
Ow.
But yeah, when she punched me in the shoulder here, and it felt like really a stiff pillow.
You know what? Hold on. I need to see these two beat the crap out of each other for a second. Wait, hold on, wait, easy.
No
Break
hits
it
below
up,
the belt.
you two. Break it up.
All right, you know the rules. No hits below the belt. Anything else goes. Fight.
Go.
Ow, ow. All right, get a weapon. That's it. Ow.
Here, use this.
Give him the shoe! Give him the shoe!
Send it to Jesus with it.
Ow.
Congratulations, JJ. You just beat up an old man. How do you feel?
I feel good.
I mean,
Was
it
that
is
on?
good.
Was that on your 2025 bingo card?
So basically, that means that JJ is the new Jake Paul because he can't beat up people his age. He beats up old men.
Oh no!
So Woody, I have to ask you something. So Woody, so was getting beat up by JJ on your 2025 bingo card?
I would say no. I need to look at these. I need to look at these comments real quick.
Oh boy.
Okay, I need to lay down now. That's too much exercise.
Lay out
You
the cheese
fucking
fries,
old
like,
man.
Tommy.
I know.
Lay off the cheese
Anyways,
fries, drink more
so-
water, and be healthy.
Before I officially end this episode, I have something that I need to do real quick. Where the fuck is my 86 Prime review edit?
Good question.
Yeah, and
No. Hold on. Everybody, stare at him.
and even better, I'm looking at both you, JJ, and BC. When are you guys gonna finish the thing that I helped give you something to like finish that thing I wanted to help with the scrapyard?
Pete, stare at him if you want him to do it.
Okay. Look.
I will send you to Primus with the sword.
Look.
It takes time to make magic.
It's been rough because I have been busy for the whole of December with getting ready with my Christmas party and all that stuff, going out, and I haven't had time to actually film things. And here's the thing. I've been working on my final assessment, which is like 2,500 words long, and I'm only like almost halfway there. So if
You do realize I'm only busting your balls, right? Okay, you do realize I'm literally only busting your balls, right? I'm not actually mad.
yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Can I just say that I'm thankful for you guys for 2024. I would not have made it through 2024 without you guys. Losing my father, all the support y'all did for Little Dreamer, and just always being there for him as honorary uncles. That helped get me through.
We transformed Luke into a fan of Transformers.
Considering the kid got 10 Transformers for Christmas.
And
Now
everybody, everyone that includes the comment section, can we get a moment of silence for Dreamer's since past father?
Thank you.
And then, as for what I'm looking forward to in 2025, I mean, I guess I'm looking forward to some new authors, maybe some new books, maybe not reading so many mystery books, but I can't help it. Don't judge me, bees, because again, all I have to do is ask Rob's sister, and she'll help me hide your body.
Oh my!
And I'm pretty sure that Mama BC would help me too.
As run.
He can
Although
run,
there
but
is
he
one thing
can't
I want to see if
hide.
Mama BC wants to do.
Anyway, one thing I also one conversation
So do you have any words for the Savage?
To the Savage or from the Savage?
The Savage. She's looking at me like, he better hope and pray I don't.
What did I do?
Never mind.
What didn't
Anyway.
you do? That's more the question.
One thing I want
Okay,
to.
now hold on. Wait. No. Stop. Stay for a second.
I'm just coming over this way so it's closer so you can hear me.
It's an age-old joke that basically for the context of it, me, a previous member Aladar, and Alex, and I think Bees was there for it as well. We were all on a Skype call. We were all talking, and we got into this massive debate happening where Aladar simply said, I think Vector Prime should turn into the TARDIS. And I'm like, Aladar, that wouldn't work. The actual phone booth itself is the only thing he'd be able to scan. He's not going to be able to take everything that's in it. She chimed in and said, well, now hold on a second. And she and I went back and forth about it, where I'm like, hun, he can only scan the outside, not everything that's in it.
Mhm.
And she kept trying to argue otherwise, and we just kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Until finally, when things calmed down,
Mhm.
Savage is just sitting there, quiet as can be, not wanting any smoke with any of us in this moment. She caught wind of this. She looked right at him and went, you got something to say? Savage has never looked so fearful in his life. The only thing he did was,
I hear baby crying. I hear baby crying.
Oh,
So-
that's
so-
little
so
dreamer.
it-
He's upset.
So it's a joke. It literally, that's all this is. It's just a joke that he says anything and everything that he wants, even going as far, again, within the parameters of the joke, to attempt mutiny. But when she speaks up, he changes his mind immediately.
Wow.
For instance, Savage is going to attempt mutiny as we speak.
PC sucks. I want to rule the same because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Do you want me to make note of that, BC?
Please do. I love to have a record.
Done.
Alex, in the words of Ron Weasley's mother, where have you been?
That was good.
That was perfect. That was perfection. I just have to do this.
We cannot. There's no topping that. That was great. I gotta end the episode there.
That was perfect.
Oh
That was
my
perfect.
god, it was amazing.
That was a perfect impression there. I approve.
I have to.
As a Harry Potter fan, I approve.
Stamp of approval.
That said, jokes
I
aside,
approve.
I hope everybody enjoyed the big return to Scrapyard. I look forward to. Got something?
He has something to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead, Beast.
All right. I wanted to, I was hoping to have made this be like a topic for everyone else to take part in, but I don't know, unless you, if anybody else wants to actually say about how 2024 was for them, and or if they just want to get off and go to bed or whatever. Yeah, I guess we can. But I just wanted to bring up just how, golly, just a good portion of 2024 was just rough.
It was rough for all of us, and I think ultimately that's where we should just kind of end it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just just struggling to find a job, finding a job that wanted to keep me or that was wasn't cruddy.
Okay.
And ultimately getting my current job. All throughout that, I just want to say thank you guys for having my back. And doing whatever you could to help me through it. Even if it's just simply moral support and just lifting my spirits with just our antics and our BS. It was. I still greatly appreciate that. You guys just, golly, especially when I was like briefly a door-to-door salesperson, like trying to sell fiber optic internet. Yeah, that one was aggravating as fuck. So that I think like I literally just quit, like just walked out of our morning meeting. And when I got home, I was like, I think that was like the first time BC had ever heard me just raise my voice, where I was just like straight up fucking screaming and rage, and just that's how shitty of a place that was for me to work. So,
That said,
it's like.
and this is why we do this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Agreed.
and then one thing I wanted to bring up is, okay, so initially I just like I brought Dreamer onto the show, like just because she's wanted to do her own podcast, and I was like, let's invite you onto the show and see, like, so you get a feel for how we do things and maybe get some inspiration for it. And I didn't expect her to hit things off very well with everybody here. It's like I guess the thought of like introducing her to you guys crossed my mind a few times, but I was like, first I was like, what do we even have enough in common to shoot the shit with, especially since our primary shared interest is Transformers. She knew next to nothing about them at the time, and I wasn't sure how she'd be able to handle our energy, basically. So I was pleasantly surprised to see how well she handled it and adjusted to it. So that's the reason why I kept her from you guys.
The reason why he keeps freaking out is because he was running late that night. So he literally left her to our devices. And I was literally sitting there like, oh, great. This chick's probably going to be wanting to talk about a whole bunch of girly crap. I'm not looking forward to it. All right, let's see. What are your major interests? Well, I'm into Gundam Wing. We go through what is basically her interview process. He finally makes it in, and before he can even say, "I'm so sorry, I'm late," I pounce down his throat with the immediate reaction of, "What the fuck have you been keeping her this whole time?"
Oh no! If I correctly remember, I hop on. It's whoops. And I was like, see, that's the bit I was telling you about earlier. And with that said, and then you jumped down my throat.
I mean, I have to say the look on your face when I said I was into Evangelion. I think it's like branded in my brain.
So yeah, that was definitely a genuinely amazing moment. But
it's the fact that
I feel one of the best moments ever was this motherfucker finally joining the group.
Yeah.
It took so much effort to get him to finally join up, and when he finally did, he has a blast every time.
Yep, exactly.
And speaking of blast, I'm already starting 2025 with a banger. Platinum Edition Bruticus, baby.
Well, you're gonna make that one go bang, or like what's going on here? You and I both know that thing is shit, you know.
And you know how bad I wish they had a third-party version of this. You fuck.
So why would you settle for trash?
Well, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm sitting next to you.
Okay, let's see here. White trash trailer parks. Be quiet. Just calm down over there.
That falls Cybertruck.
Yeah, you're both pretty now.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
I made a note of that.
I just want to talk to him.
I made a note of that for you, BC.
Well, actually, guys, I have to leave soon. So before I leave,
I'm literally about to end the episode. So
yeah, I'm about to leave soon. But just to be clear, 2024. Even though it was a good start for me in 2024, like for the first few months, it was a good start for me. I went to London, I went to Medjugorje, I went to Dubrovnik, I went to all that stuff. I went to Croatia, I went to Istanbul and everything.
I'm amazed at your world travels, JJ.
Yeah, I mean that was the first time I traveled to another country for like outside Malaysia. So for a year, first time in a long time.
We're gonna hit something, right?
So, but anyway, as I was saying, yeah, going to London was amazing. Until then I experienced some friendship betrayals here and there, and yeah, that was a little bit rough for me and a bit painful, a bit painful.
Those
But
who
then,
chose to be traitors to him, you're on my list.
yeah, you're looking at BC right now. If you are the ones who betrayed my friendship, you're gonna get a beating from BC. Well, not this month, in February.
Thank you to Jesus.
But anyway, but then as time went on, like towards the end of 2024, it got really good for me because was able to be I was able to be part of a charity musical. I was able to be part of West Side Story, taking the role of Tony in West Side Story, and that was awesome. And of course, seeing family members from the U.S. coming back, and that's amazing as well. And of course, another thing that happened. And as far as Scrapyard is concerned, one of the best things that came out was bees making me die laughing because of the whole gorilla belly button.
I still say one of the best moments was this.
That was actually 2023 when it happened.
Dreamer, I hope you're noting that.
I did. That's one time that you can get Rob. You have 2 times that you can get Savage, and you have about 3 that you can get Bees. And I didn't see anything for JJ, and then you have at least 2 or 3 for Woody.
Well, you know what? I'm going to round that up. I said, hey, you know what? The good thing about January is I can call him a biased Godzilla bitch, and he can't do nothing about it.
Okay, then that's 4.
What did I do? I never laid a hand on BC.
It was
Much less actually
the
tried to
fact
do
that you
anything.
kept me hidden from him and the group, so I'm making that 3 hits each.
What the fuck?
Hold
up.
I explain why.
Anyways,
Bruh.
it's time to bring the good to an end. Next week's topic, our favorite video games, like we had been meaning to do.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And for those who noticed, we haven't done Scrap Battle yet. Next week's Scrap Battle.
Spider-Man versus Nightwing.
Let's go.
We'll see you guys next week. Till then, I've been BC.
Flipping around.
Savage.
Woody.
Dreamer Girl.
Movies.
I've been JJ Prime.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Have a
Be
great
back, baby.
Have a great 2025, folks.
Peace out, guys.